another stoppage time goal. Is it
Yes.
frustration? What are you guys feeling right now?
Yeah, no, super unfortunate to concede that late. I think you started to see measures taking place in reference to obviously free kicks that we have to get to the corner, to hold up the ball, to start to kill off the game. So yeah, I think it's really unfortunate. And that's what we talked about in the huddle post the game, is that we can't give up late goals, and how it predecessed to get there. We just need to be better in that scenario altogether. Obviously, Houston's known for those late goals as well, but in league, you're seeing a lot of late goals across the board. But obviously for us, it was, very important for us to be able to close out this game and get 3 points and continue to ride that momentum and confidence. So it's very unfortunate. Obviously it's a point at home. But we would have obviously preferred the 3.
Can reshuffle the back line
Yes,
again,
yes, yes.
which has got to be kind of on short notice, a tough thing to do. How do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I thought, Court stepping in at center back, McKenna getting a go at left back. I thought they did everything they could to positively influence the game. Obviously Gilly was out. So getting them to get as many reps as possible with such a short lead in is, a difficult thing. But they did great. They were so open to everything that they needed to get done during the time. And I thought they did well tonight. And then obviously, Ella going back late to get her some reps in that position as well. Look, I think they did everything they could to affect the game as most as they could. Obviously, it's their first time playing together in reference to that left side in particular. But yeah, just really excited McKenna's here. I thought Court did a really good job at center back tonight. And yeah, very proud of them to step up for the team and to not have a single verbal comment on it. They just stepped up. They did everything that they could for the team, and it shows who they are and shows their character.
What does it say about kind of the roster building over the last maybe 12, even go back and lean that much, that you've got a squad now where you can take wingers and move them, forward or defense and attack, and you've got places to plug in flexible players.
Yeah, we feel like confident in the group's understanding of what our expectations are in and out of possession, because we've come together as a group and have really honed in on all of those spaces. So it feels seamless in the sense of what we're looking at, who will fill what, and if adjustments are needed. We seem very aligned as a staff about who that is, and knowing that these players can step into other positions, I think is a big deal. We've spoken a lot about the character of the group. And us being in a good space across the league because of that character. And I think this is another step towards that. I think it's another showcase of what type of players we have. Is they'll play wherever they can to best affect the game and to do the best that they can for the team. And that's a big thing for us.
I'm trying not to get you in trouble, but that's a very specific question.
Yeah.
On the disallowed goal down there, did you get an explanation?
Yeah, look, just overall, I'm going to say no comment.
Fair enough.
Is there any perspective, and it's your 3rd season here, 2nd season as a head coach, that at Racing Louisville you can be so frustrated about giving up leads in 3 or 4 games? It seems like things have come such a long way in terms of what you guys expect from them.
Yeah, no, look, I think it's football, and that's why my example of this is happening across the league. So the previous teams that they've scored those goals against are also looking at the same things. And then the other there's a lot of late goals in games this year, and that's the reality of it. So obviously being in the position where everybody's looking at, we've tied this game, we've tied that game, we were able to close out San Diego, we've tied this game. Of course, you're always going to look at it and say, we're missing points there, right? And that was kind of my conversation in the post group chat. Was we can't do the what if game. We can't look back and say, what if we would have had these points? We just need to close out matches and do the best that we can in the space. But it's not anything that people are not trying to do. And that's the point that I'm trying to make with this comment.
I think the point there, though, from a racing perspective,
yeah,
3 of the last 4 games, dropping points for a tie meant that in the last 4 games,
okay, I misunderstood your question.
Not in a position
I'm sorry
to
about
lose
that.
any of those games.
I completely misunderstood.
And I've mentioned
if
before,
you can tell where my mind is.
I've mentioned before recently that I don't believe in moral victories at this high level.
Yes.
But at the same time, in the last 4 games, not being in a position to lose the game.
Yes.
Is there anything you could take away from that?
Yes. Thank you for translating. Sorry, Jonathan. I totally understand the question now. Yes, I think what we're trying to say is we're not in positions where we are catching teams because we're down and we're trying to get into the game. We're into the game. We're starting off well. We're putting goals in the back of the net and then we're conceding. So yes, of course, I do think it's a very different feel. It's still just as hurtful for sure, when you're walking away and you want to walk away with more points. But yes, to your point, I think it shows where we're at. I think it showcases how far we've come. I think it shows, we are disappointed when we feel like we should have taken points, and that's the reality of it.